We don't have the proper sanitation. A lot of people continue to use outhouses, and a lot of people don't have the means to actually purchase a new water heater. You know, that could be the only reason why water is now shut off, or they can't use that.
While I was here, we did have a lot of issues with our plumbing. Mostly the backflows and getting the sewer system clean. That's what we had a lot of problems with.
Plumbing infrastructure is limited in Navajo Nation for the lack of resources. There's virtually no municipal piped water or piped sanitation. Bedrock is impervious. It doesn't accept the drainage from a septic system, so we have to generally build up a mound.
These community buildings, a lot of the problems were very high water usage fixtures, causing a lot of water usage for them and potentially a higher cost. Also, there was a lot of fixtures and equipment that simply just didn't work. It wasn't either maintained, or they didn't have anybody skilled enough to be able to replace it.
And this building, it didn't have hot water. They couldn't use, their kitchen. It was amazing to me that all these activities were still happening. This is actually a building where people utilize as a community to come together. So being able to take care of that is a great honor. The impact is going to be huge. I lived in a house that did not have a bathroom. We had no toilet. We had one water spigot coming into our house. We used an outhouse in North Dakota. I didn't know it at that time, and didn't even know it as a teenager, that that experience would turn into wanting to be a plumber.
I've seen senior centers that are just run down and their plumbing is horrible, and they want help from the chapter house, from our program, but nothing happens. So a lot of senior centers are being shut down.
It's important to bring people that have a little bit more knowledge about some of the things that we're doing out here. Maybe they have different ideas. In this case, we actually are learning a lot from IAPMO and IWSH, because you guys are certified people working by codes.
Understanding the plumbing code is vital. The plumbing code is there to make sure that everything is being done to a system that has been tested and tried and true and is well understood. The first line of defense in healthcare is clean water and sanitation. And doing this kind of work reminds you that, this is what it's all about. This is what it means to be a plumber.
I learned when we joined the apprenticeship program, we were making a commitment to protect the health and safety of a nation. IWSH has provided the opportunity to extend that commitment and that pledge to the Navajo Nation.
For those of you that want to help, the biggest thing is the funding. If they can provide the funding to them, then they would be able to help more people.
We right now are operating within one chapter, but we'd like to expand this to more chapters throughout the coming years. And with donors' investments, that will become a possibility.
The thing is that water is the way of our culture. Water is what brings life.